So let me start off by saying thank you, God. I gotta be thankful. Hearing this battlefield talking to me, try to use this tonality of this menacingness. The truth is, as much as he's trying to sound however he sound, the way I see him or perceive this slow life is something that's just disturbing. Um, I ask God to give me strength to not react when I see this low life try to talk to me like that. As gimmicky as this trash talk to me versus via V2K, the character and the persona they try to create when interacting with you via voice to skull, it's just, to me, I just imagine and see this bottom feeders trying to sound a certain way. He's gonna do this and that and that, and I'm like, you motherfuckers. When you hear and the testimonials of what they do to children, and know that they torture children, and you hear this trash thinking I'm gonna ever forget this, I know the life of children has been destroyed because low life talking to me like me, like talking to me like that. This opportunist in low life who have no problem in torturing children and then try to make me like you. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking this trash talking to me is in a program where I just saw accidentally a woman saying me and my 3-year-old child are being tortured via EMF. The bottom feeders, opportunists working for pedophiles, governmental entities. They're just trash. They're low life. They're like one man called, like many people call, they are low life. They truly are bottom feeders, enjoying this satisfaction of feeling like gods, opportunists for whatever incentives. Death comes to all of us. This trash talking about how I'm dying. They're like, I'd rather die this way than having the option to live anywhere I want and choose to live a life of this disgusting ways. It makes me appreciate God even more. Than I'd rather die this way than people who can live the way with dignity that they want, choose to live a life of such an undignified, cowardly way, an opportunist way, of trashy and low lifeness by choice. Thank you, God. I didn't even have the option to do this. And then to be like, nah, they're gonna trash you, trash ass, and try to do everything possible to disorient you. Do you see the last video? How they try to debunk the obviousness of what happened on October 26, 2023. They don't live life. They have created a falsified reality. And they've tried to normalize the reality they're in. That foul, nasty reality they're in, where torturing children truly is the norm. But can be blocked out because of the opportunities they got out of this. Bottom feeders, trash. Whatever's going to happen to me, God give me strength, because I have not let them escape into any of these fantasies and creations they put together to deal with the reality of what they're part of. The manipulations have been disturbing. The clowniness of how they want me to identify with this manipulation has been the pure humiliating life for them. I'll make a video about what just happened to me yesterday, but I wanted to make sure first that the video about debunking was made. I can feel my organ being destroyed. I understand this is what's happening to me, but it's happening to me because because DoD technology is used on me. The same technology that can manipulate thoughts and imagination. The V2K synthetic telepathy has been clearly mentioned multiple times in different ways. It's funny, they were trying to counter it because the confusion I have in my brain and my memory is being so destroyed that they can manipulate me to think that I saw this in somewhere else. But it was like, listen, at this point, if you think I have doubt that my thoughts are being manipulated, you are delusional as it gets. But I understand, for your job, that's what you need to be. For your job, you no longer have to be, you have to diminish any sense of self-respect. This trash ass low life. These bottom feeders. For me, when I hear this trash, And we're not talking about bravest of the breast. We're talking about some low life, bottom fear, some childlike sounding shit. Because the truth is, and I'm sorry for using this word, the truth is, it doesn't take geniuses to do what they do. When you hear them talking, it's like, I'm like, this is not like a fucking Navy SEAL talking to me. I'd rather die in hell, I will jump in acid and scream in hell. Can you imagine humiliating? These people are so humiliated, they think that torture is going to change that humiliation. They're going to be mistaking like hell. Matter of fact, they're going to be even scary. Because me, who is not the bravest man, will run to somebody who's going to do horrible things while this trash are scared to even be seen, because I'm going to see them and think about all the nastiness they involved in. And you see who's talking to me? You've seen those pictures? Pure childlike retardation on earth, coward in the flesh. Tell me I'm going to be knocked out, and guess what? They're so brave, they're going to be watching it. Death comes to all of us. This shit can't even see the first and last name of a pedophile. It's over. And I'm so thankful that before this happened, I made it clear that I'll never identify this manipulation. That's what the videos were for. It's because when I'm gone, what, you think I had doubt? You thought I had doubt that you guys... I'm gonna make a video, but it is so disturbing. I have an old classmate of mine that I follow on Instagram. He has a daughter, this chubby, fat baby who's like maybe a year old, just like half Asian, like it's just like the chunky, like fat baby. There was a story of this baby getting a bath, and they mess with me with this baby. It's so disgusting. So for me, what I do at this point, when they do these things to me, I make videos about it. If you go to my 1,000 video, you'll see a bunch of the same story. Oh, they made me experience this, they made me experience that. Now, this baby, they start doing something. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of what they did to me, and I'm going to make a video about it. You know, I do that all the time. Every time they do that, I do the same thing. And so I never got to the point of making the video because they do that all the time. So when I was making the video of debunking, and I accidentally saw that video, my eyes, they fixated directly in the private area of this kid, this baby. Oh, to create some thoughts. Nasty fucking trash. And all last night, the imaginations and the stimulation they were forcing me to have while thinking about this kid's private area. This baby. So nasty. To train my brain in this pedophilia ways, they are so nasty. And they would try to counter that. Like, no, but you know, I remember the way they just correlate these manipulations and try to make you identify with this shit. And then you hear this trash. Because I pressed the story of this guy. And now you see the baby just laying there, this fat baby. Very wholesome. But then they try to bring back these babies with the private area. Oh, so nasty. And you hear the noise campaign this trash was making. It's like you are a client. Your life consists. This is you living life. I pray that you live life dedicating your life in this humiliating life. I pray that I don't even want them to be bots. I want them to be human beings living this indignified life. This humiliating and waste their life like this. I pray that's true. And I pray for more of that for the rest of their life. I want them to when they on the deathbed, they think about all the time they were got. This is the trash. They are just weak life. Some of them don't even have the concept of death. They don't even think death can be applied to them. Death is so foreign that they see that on others, but they don't know this happening to them. They're so retarded. This is the mentality they have. It's because some of them are childlike individuals. And then you hear this trash, now you're gonna pay, you die for the trashes. At this point, it's clear that they torture children. But you shouldn't be surprised if somebody can live life dedicating their time to make a man or woman think about kids in these pedophilia ways, what do you think they're capable of doing to children? They have somehow created a way to detach themselves from the truth of what they're part of what it means to do what they do. Because this program normalizes this. I know they torture children. I know they do horrible things to kids. I know that this trash talk about they're gonna punish you involved in a program where torturing babies is happening today. I know when I see this piece of shit is involved in a program where babies are being killed or being tortured slowly using EMF and different DOD technology. I know this shit right next to me. Talking to me in this fashion. He's a fucking trash. A coward low life. Sitting somewhere who can see a kid being suffering, can be tortured using EMF weapons. I accidentally looking for something in nothing in videos and about targeting video. This mother is like, urgent. Mother, 3-year-old and 19-year-old are being attacked by EMF weapons. This is trash. Never. They sign up to be involved in a program where these horrible things can be done to kids. They manipulate people in these disgusting ways and try to make you identify with this thing. It's still today. If I was saying that 4 years ago, what do you think I think about now? With the validation, I know that this piece of shit have known to be doing this pedophilia type of torture and they work for these fucking pedos. The entities running this program. This bottom feeder making this attack like that to me via voice to score. He's a bottom feeder. I understand that. They can replace it like this. But I know who runs the show. And those governmental entities. Governmental entities that have been having time after time issues with pedophilia. They have a bill to limit the amount of child porn. These DOD employees are downloading and sharing and trafficking using the DOD technology, computers, and network. Because they were ranked so high. Top tier trafficker of child porn using the network of the DOD. They are so pedophilia centric. That's how bad it is. And this trash I hear, trash. So you shut the trashes. Every level I see how pedophilia centric you guys are. You nasty trash. You live life doing this. There's no money. Me looking at it right now, I'm so thankful that there was never in my life where there's an amount of money or incentive that could make me normalize while I live life. It's disgusting. Give me a second. And they normalize this thing. They're always so daring, trash us. First of all, as disturbing as it is, pedophilia type of torture is very commonly done. So in that fashion, it's not even daring because it's really systematic. Second of all, the day you start saying that using pedophilia as a way to torment people, to force men and women to think about children in sexual ways, and think that is so daring. You're such a low-life coward. Thank you, God, in my life. I never stooped to this level of embarrassment and self-humiliation. That's what the torture I'm going to experience is to try to gain back from what this low-lifeness they lived. They can't wait for me to scream and cry, and as if these people they're going to get this time back from all this time spent trying to make men and women identify with the manipulation they themselves work on. They're just observing this, manipulating, and this is life. Yo, this time is not coming back. It's gone. You have lived a life where you dedicate yourself to make a man or a woman think sexually toward children. Your life has that in you. Like imagine if I live life and this is my last days or whatever, and I'm reflecting. It's like, oh, I remember when I was making this person think about children these ways, making him or her think about children sexual. They have that in their life right now. You know how disgusting this shit is? Excuse my language. You know how disturbing this thing is? That this is what they have on them already. That in their life, the long or the short life they're going to have, they live a life where they dedicate their time to make people think about kids in sexual ways. And for them, at one point, it was something that was fierce. Never. I'm so thankful. And by the way, this is not war. We are just a test subject to this cognitive warfare. We're the nobodies that they're using to implement, to learn and to observe the best way to torment somebody cognitively. We're just databases. And these people live life learning these things and learning how to break somebody down using these disgusting tactics. And then try to connect things to make you accept these things. They literally said, oh no, we linked it. We linked this manipulation, you trash us. And they say like, oh my gosh, you're so brave. Oh, like we linked it. We linked everything. You connect, you manipulate your nastiness, you manipulate my memories, you manipulate and then connect the manipulation together. To make you identify with these things. It's crazy. But target individual, our brain are so ravaged. You know right now there's a battle in my brain that is so nonsensical. Because I think when you type in target individual, something like that, at some point somebody, you can see something about thought implanted, things like that. But I can't remember where I saw that. Was it there? My brain is ravaged. But anyways, at this point, I have no doubts about this thought manipulation. Literally, target individuals are saying that all around the world. They're literally saying that the V2K can project voices, but also this thought manipulations and taking over your brain and making you think this. This is commonly said. It's nasty, but that's what they do. This is really altering your mind, controlling your thoughts, controlling your mind, and make you think in this disgusting way to torment you. It's nasty. But you gotta be strong. Because these people that they contract are not contracted for their self-respect. If you have some, you better turn that off right now. Shamelessness is a requirement. It's a requirement for this purpose. You cannot look at yourself and find you have to be shamelessness. No self-respect here. No self-respect. Somebody who literally worked day in it to make you experience this nasty manipulation, and then when this is put in your brain to make all the noise come like this, like oh my gosh, like can you imagine? Like I live I just me myself just imagining that I work day in and day out to make somebody think in these disgusting ways, and then I have to make him believe that this is not us manipulating him, even though he's been saying the same thing for years now, like literally bringing up over, have a daily video every day saying they're making me think this way, this is commonly done, they do these things, you listen to this testimony saying the exact same thing. I did not make this person say this, but they're saying the same thing as me all around the world. This cognitive manipulations is happening all around the world. It's nice your dad. No self-respect. This is a man right now living life like this. I cannot. This is a humiliating life. I understand. That's what they're hired to do, but there's no self-respect in that. Now God gave me strength for all the horrible things I'm going to be dealing with. But I thank God that I was able to see things for what they were, and been validated in ways that is basically magical as these people create these lakes of manipulations themselves. Trash. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, I never had to live their life. Because it is humiliating to hear somebody describing what you do every day, but you will try to block it out and try to make yourself believe it in different ways. Sometimes to counter that, they send the most childlike sounding chill people to say some random things because I said something that I guess they have been trying to block out what they truly do. Stay in character. Make this person accept this thing. It's war. It's not war. I'm a test subject. I can do nothing about it. I'm a guinea pig. It's like being in a lab and being a guinea pig. But the lab is this apartment. And you're just seeing what's gonna work. You are completely comfortable. You are not in danger. And you can try everything in my brain however you want it, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like a guinea pig. And there's many like us. Some of them are children. So target individual, stay strong. But be thankful to God that you aren't the perps doing these things. This time is not going to be given back to them. Matter of fact, it's going to be taken back in other ways. This man who's talking to me this way, he has to diminish any self-respect. It really minimizes him. Like he really has to minimize himself. This woman has to minimize herself. They have to turn down something in them to stay in character. They have to continuously create this thing. I was in this Uber back or Lyft back. This man was doing everything, was talking to me about everything, because I had my headphones on and I was going to listen to the obvious manipulation and torture they've done to not only men, but women and children, and finding out this. And he was turning so red, he almost cried. Because like, please don't bring the reality. I want to stay in that bubble where, you pay, no trash. You guys are out here torturing babies. You are forcing men to think in this pedophile ways. This has caused mass shootings. And children have died. You have been using these tactics, this cognitive warfare, to manipulate people in these disgusting ways. And this imagination and thoughts are so disgusting, but that's what you can force people to experience. This man was trying to look at this kid. Look. I'm never gonna look. So still don't waste your time, because I know where you want me to look, because you know how this thing goes. And they're like trying to make me think now about what you did as a kid. Trash. You guys are here torturing babies, 3-year-old. I accidentally found somebody asking for help who has a 3-year-old child. I know what you guys do to babies. Babies. From infancy to toddlers to older kids. Trash. And now making men and women think about kids in sexual way. And for me, like, now we're mapped to use as a kid. Trash. I never thought like that. You're a nasty low life that forced me right now to make me have sexual thoughts or sexual imagination of this chubby, big Chinese, whatever, Asian kid. This is nasty. Target individuals, stay strong. And know that justice will be done for what this low life do to us.